The top 10 poorest provinces in the Philippines. The Philippines are considered the most disaster-prone country on Earth, including typhoons, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, floods, garbage landslides, and military action against the Muslims. There are many factors that cause poverty like employment issues and high population growth, but the main factor affecting country's economy and the livelihood of Filipinos is the governance issues such as corruption, which is rampant in the Philippines, and security issues which are prevalent in Mindanao and other poor areas. Entrepreneurs will not be interested in investing money in a place where there is violence, which results to low employment opportunity and a bad economy. According to NAPC, poverty incidence in 201 increased to 25%. Meaning, 1 in 4 Filipinos lives in poverty. The higher count of poor people is because food prices and the result of Super Typhoon Yolanda. So here's the list of 10 provinces in the Philippines that have the highest poverty incidence this year 2019. Number 10. Zamboanga del Norte. Zamboanga del Norte is located in the Zamboanga Peninsula region. From being the poorest province of the Philippines back in 2006, with a poverty incidence rate of 64%, it is now at the 10th spot with 48% poverty incidence. While considered poorest in 2006 and 2009, Zamboanga del Norte managed to improve their economy. It dropped to 5th place in 2012 and then to 10th spot in 2019. Number 9. Western Samar. 3 in every 10 families in eastern Visayas are poor. Western Samar is another new entry in the list of the poorest provinces in the country, with 43% incidence of poverty. This province has been prone to natural calamities and pests, doubly burdened by the anti-people policies passed by the Duterte's administration and the intensified militarization. In fact, claims of the Duterte and Aquino administrations that the region has already recovered from the ravages of Typhoon Yolanda are believed by the stories of farmers and residents. It was one of the most affected areas by the Super Typhoon Yolanda on 8 November 2013, which damaged the livelihood of the locals. Number 8. Northern Samar. Northern Samar is one of the 3 provinces comprising the island of Samar. Its tourism industry has great potential but remains unknown to most tourists. Based on NAPC's report, it has a poverty incidence of 43.5%, which might be lessened once the tourist attractions of this province become fully utilized, same with Western Samar. In Northern Samar alone, 24 of its municipalities are situated along the coasts, and residents are all fisher folk. Despite all these resources, the farmers of the eastern Visayas region also have to face the infestation of their crops. Abaca crops are heavily infested with bunchy top virus, BBTV. This has led to the stunted growth of abaca, thus the dwindling amount of abaca produced. It is the main source of livelihood of farmers in Northern Samar. Number 7. Negros Oriental. Based on the results of the latest Family Income and Expenditure Survey of the Philippine Statistics Authority, PSA, Negros Oriental or Eastern Negros is a province of the Philippines located in the southeastern half of the Negros Island region. Despite the fact that it has been an electricity supplier to its neighboring provinces and having a good agricultural land, it still has a poverty incidence rate of 43.9%. Number 6. North Cotabato. North Cotabato is also a part of Sarangani region and is located in the middle of Mindanao. With a 44.8% rate of poverty incidence, this province is a new member of the poorest provinces in the Philippines. Roman Catholicism is the major religion in this province with Cotabato is considered as Mindanao's food basket. It is a major producer of cereals, tropical fruits, vegetables, sugarcane, coconut, coffee, freshwater fish and livestock. It is also one of the country's leading producers of raw and semi-processed rubber, with markets in Asia and Europe, and industrial trees. Over the last 9 years, Cotabato has graduated from being a basket case to one of the Philippines' most vibrant economies. Still one of the provinces in the poverty line, but Cotabato is slowly making a mark as a province that can offer a positive investment climate and a sound business opportunity to those who choose to put their money here. Before we will give you the next list, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to see more videos like this. Since we are uploading 1 to 2 videos per week. So guys, let's continue. Number 5. Sarangani. Sarangani is listed among the country's 10 poorest provinces. Sarangani was recently named the country's 6th most competitive province in the recent Cities and Municipalities Competitiveness Index (CMCI) an annual ranking of local governments whose framework focuses on the idea of productivity. Catholicism is the predominant religion in this province, 63% of the population being Roman Catholics. Just like North Cotabato. As a poverty reduction program, it will develop, adopt, and execute strategies to uplift the quality of life in the following areas like social stability, education, health and nutrition, environmental management, disaster resiliency and economic empowerment. Number 4. Maguindanao. Maguindanao is under the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, ARMM. It is fourth among the poorest provinces in that country, with 54% poverty incidence. This province became one of the most talked about provinces because of the Maguindanao massacre, wherein 58 people were killed, 32 of them are journalists. The Maguindanao massacre, also known as the Ampatuan massacre, after the town where the mass graves were found in the town of Ampatuan in Maguindanao province. According to CPJR Committee to Protect Journalists, has called the Maguindanao massacre as the one of the deadliest event for journalists in history. At least 34 journalists are known to have died in the massacre. Number 3. Apayao. Apayao is part of the Cordillera Administrative Region in Luzon. Apayao is the lone recipient of SAAD or Special Area for Agricultural Development in the Cordillera region. SAAD is a 6-year locally funded project under the Department of Agriculture that focuses development interventions on the most marginalized agricultural and fishery sectors in the country. It also aims to increase food production and reduce poverty in the country. Implementation of the program started in 2017, with Apayao as the first Cordillera province covered. Number 2. Eastern Samar. Eastern Samar is a province of the Philippines located in the Eastern Visayas region. It is now the second poorest province in the Philippines, with 55.4% poverty incidence. Its main economic resource is agriculture and fishery. The main reason for the increase in poverty level was the destruction caused by Yolanda, and higher inflation rate is also another factor just like other Samar region. Number 1. Lanao del Sur. Violence worsened the poverty in Lanao del Sur. Decades of armed conflict have hampered development in Mindanao, where most of the Philippines' poorest regions are located. The uncertainty caused by the siege in Marawi City would aggravate the poverty situation in Lanao del Sur, which remains as the poorest province in the Philippines. Clashes between government forces and members of the MAOT group forced thousands of families to flee Marawi City in Lanao del Sur. Poverty in Marawi City will most probably worsen, but poverty in the other poorest provinces in Mindanao will not be drastically affected. Investors and businessmen have moved away from the blanket notion that peace and order in the entire Mindanao is worrisome. It will remain to be number 1 among the provinces with the most number of poor families. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hey, be sure to give a big thumbs up to this video and share it with your friends. Leave a comment on this video. Question of the day. How will you improve your province economy?